Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Mythbusters After Show, where we answer your questions. This is for blue ice.
I actually really love this myth. This was so good.
It's a good one. I liked it. All right. With all the experiments you did, you never used genuine toilet matter, just blue water. Why didn't you use proper toilet contents? Because that would surely have influenced the result.
Because it's gross?
Yeah.
Well, when we went to check out the valves and everything off the plane, it turns out that by the time you get to the part where it leaks, it's gone through so many sort of sieves that it would only be liquid matter anyway. So I did add some toilet paper so it would give it a little bit of solidity there, and I peed in one of the buckets.
Ew, that's the first I heard of that one.
I'm just kidding. I didn't actually pee in the bucket.
Yeah, that's why it smelled like...
Authentic. Were you surprised at the results from NASA?
You know what? I
Totally.
was totally surprised. Well, the thing that surprised me the most is how quick the ice formed. Even the NASA guys were freaking out. And they're like, you know what? We come up with ways of testing, different theories. We'll spend like a year or two. And you guys, in like 2 days, came up with this thing, this theory of how this might work. And it actually worked exactly how the myth said it should.
So NASA was impressed.
Yeah.
They were.
Feather in the cap. Nice.
Right. And the chunk that came off, it was one giant chunk. It just went whoosh.
Yeah. I just still cannot believe how well that worked.
Yeah. All right. Do you think the rivets on the side of your constructed airplane would have given the ice something to form and hold on to in the wind tunnel, allowing it to form more easily? Well, actually, the rivets that we originally used when we put that together were just regular hardware store rivets. But when we showed up at NASA, they're like, no.
Yeah. They were worried about the airplane that we had built getting torn to shreds in the wind tunnel. So we actually had to replace all of our rivets with actual aircraft rivets.
Right, an entire build and then a rebuild. That took so much time.
Yeah, that
Sure
added
did.
some time on. So it was the genuine article, people. All right. The ice block that you dropped, why didn't you make it using a series of drips, the way it formed at NASA? Don't you think that would change the density of the ice and make it break up faster in the air?
That's a really good question. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think, if you freeze a bucket of water in a freezer, it is going to be a little bit more dense. But after feeling that chunk of ice that we formed on the side of the plane, that thing was solid.
Yeah, and when we went into the wind tunnel to examine the fuselage after that, the ice that's on there, you kind of have to work to get it off.
Yeah, I don't think it would have made any difference.
Solid. All right. The ice dropped out of the plane looked bigger and a different shape than what was formed at NASA. Discuss.
Well, I don't think there'd ever be a consistent size and shape of a chunk of ice that would fall anyway. But the fact is we took the same mass as the amount of water that was on the side of the NASA plane. That same chunk of ice, it was the same mass as all of the buckets. And we also wanted a very repeatable experiment.
Yeah.
We wanted the same shape dropping each time so that we could compare the results.
Yeah, if you drop a different size piece of ice each time, you can't compare directly. All right. You did a great job with this myth, but why didn't you drop the ice block onto a house to confirm it would penetrate and cause damage?
It was making craters in the ground. I don't think I would want to drop it on a house.
Yeah, I really think, after we dropped those chunks of ice, seeing how big of a divot they were making in the ground, I think it would have clearly made a hole in a roof.
Yeah, I don't think it would have made a difference for the
We didn't need
results.
to test
That mass at that speed, no chance against it. Okay, that's it. Thanks a lot for your questions. Keep them coming.